Hey, crafty friends! Got some boring drink rings on your coffee table? Well, let's fix that problem with something gorgeous. Today, we're diving into the world of fabric-embedded coasters that are not only functional, but absolutely stunning. First things first, preparation is key when working with resin. I'm taking some time to iron and measure my beautiful burlap and lace ribbon. You'll notice I'm being super careful to get everything nice and flat. Those wrinkles have no place in our finished coasters. Quick tip for you: never use steam when ironing materials for resin projects. See how I'm using a dry iron? That's because any moisture trapped in your fabric will cause major issues when the resin cures. Water and resin are like oil and water. They just don't play nice together. I'm making sure each piece is perfectly sized for our octagonal molds. This little bit of prep work might seem tedious, but trust me, it makes all the difference in how professional your finished coasters will look. Patience here pays off big time in your final product. Just a quick heads up, don't forget to mark your calendars, crafty friends. I upload new videos every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at 6 p.m. That's 3 chances each week to get your creative inspiration fix. And honestly, I never quite know what I'll be creating next. My mind tends to wander down all sorts of creative paths, which means my content is always fresh and unexpected. One day we might be making resin trinket boxes, the next day ornaments, platters, or coasters, or even something completely different that caught my imagination. That's the fun part of this creative journey. Even I'm sometimes surprised by where my creativity takes me. So hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on whatever crafty adventure we embark on next. Time to add some personality to our flowers. I'm using this gorgeous blue sparkle nail polish to highlight the lace blooms, just dabbing it lightly on top. See how that instantly transforms them? The sparkle catches the light beautifully and creates this lovely contrast against the natural burlap. This little trick gives our centerpieces some extra dimension without overwhelming them. You can use any color that matches your decor: red for a bold statement, gold for elegance, or even a pastel for something subtle. Next step is crucial. I'm taking everything outside for a quick spray with clear sealant. This is a game changer, folks. By sealing both sides of our fabric and flowers, we're preventing air bubbles from forming when we pour the resin. The sealant locks down all those tiny fibers and creates a barrier that helps the resin flow smoothly. You want to apply it evenly, not too heavy, just enough to coat everything. This little step saves so much headache later and gives us that professional, bubble-free finish we're after. All right, now comes the fun part. I'm pouring our first layer of epoxy into these octagonal molds. Look at that crystal clear pour. That's what we're going for. This bottom layer creates a nice foundation for our design and helps prevent any air from getting trapped underneath our fabric. While that's beginning to cure, we've got a little time to work on our centerpieces. I'm using a tiny drop of UV resin to attach these gorgeous lace flowers to our burlap strips. The UV resin is perfect for this step because it cures instantly under a UV light, which means our flowers stay exactly where we want them. No sliding around. See how I'm positioning each flower right in the center of the burlap? This creates that perfect focal point for our coasters. And the best part about using the UV resin for this step is that everything stays perfectly in place when we add it to our main epoxy pour later. This little trick ensures our design elements don't float or shift when we add the final layer of resin. It's all about those small details that make the finished product look professionally crafted. Now for the most satisfying part, adding our beautiful centerpieces and pouring that final layer of resin. I'm carefully placing each burlap strip with its attached lace flower diagonally across the mold. Doesn't that look gorgeous against the clear bottom layer? Here's a pro tip you'll thank me for later. I've added a tiny dab of glue underneath each fabric piece. This is super important when you're working with a fully cured bottom layer like I am. Without this step, your fabric might float up when you pour the top coat. Definitely not what we want. Some crafters prefer adding their design elements when the bottom layer is still tacky, or they use UV resin as an adhesive. Both great methods. But if you're working with dry, cured resin like me, that little bit of glue is your best friend. Now comes the patience part. Bubble watch. I will carefully monitor these coasters because fabric and lace are notorious for trapping tiny air pockets that can rise to the surface. I'm gently pressing down on any suspicious areas and keeping my trusty 99% isopropyl alcohol spray nearby. A quick spritz breaks surface tension and pops those pesky bubbles instantly. This vigilance might seem excessive, but those 15 minutes of bubble patrol will save you from disappointment when your coasters cure. Trust me, it's worth the wait for that flawless, professional finish. Ooh, let me show you this little secret weapon I'm using to take these coasters from pretty to absolutely stunning. I'm adding just a sprinkle of crushed crystal to my epoxy before pouring the final layer. Can you see how it catches the light? This is one of my favorite tricks. The tiny crystal fragments create these magical little sparkles throughout the resin that make your coasters absolutely shimmer when light hits them. It's subtle, but so effective. The beauty of this technique is that it adds dimension without overwhelming our fabric design. Those little sparkles will look like tiny stars suspended in glass once everything cures. And the best part? It works with any color scheme or design style. Just look at how those crystals are beginning to disperse in the resin. They'll create this gorgeous constellation effect throughout the coaster. This is the kind of special touch that makes people say, "Wow, did you really make these yourself?" when they visit your home. Hey there, amazing crafty friends. I'm super excited to share some wonderful news with you today. I've officially been accepted into the YouTube Partner Program. What does this mean? Well, it's a huge milestone that recognizes all the hard work, creativity, and passion I've poured into this channel. It means I can now earn a small income from the ads that appear on my videos, which helps support the channel and allows me to invest in new materials, better equipment, and ultimately create even better content for you. But that's not all. I also have some exclusive perks for my wonderful YouTube channel members. By joining my channel, you'll get to watch new videos before anyone else, and you'll even get access to special behind-the-scenes content that's just for members. And of course, I've also added the YouTube Super Thanks feature, which allows you to show your support for the channel with a monetary donation. Any contributions, big or small, are so incredibly appreciated and will go directly towards helping me create more of the crafty tutorials you love. Your support, whether through watching, commenting, liking, joining, or super thanks, has made this journey possible. I cannot thank you enough for being part of this creative community. Every single one of you has played a part in helping me reach this milestone, and I promise to keep bringing you fresh, inspiring content that sparks your imagination. So if you feel inspired to join the channel or show a little extra love, look for those join and super thanks buttons below the video. But most importantly, just keep being the amazing, supportive audience that you are. Here's to many more creative adventures ahead. After waiting for the full cure time, it's finally the moment we've all been waiting for, the big reveal. Let me carefully pop these beauties out of their molds. And just look at that. Aren't they absolutely stunning? These fabric-embedded coasters were surprisingly simple to create, yet they look so elegant and professional. See how I'm displaying each one on this black card? That really makes the sparkle from those crushed crystals pop. The way the light catches those tiny fragments is just magical. The combination of the rustic burlap with the delicate lace flowers creates such a beautiful contrast. And that touch of blue polish we added to the flowers? Perfect little accent that ties everything together. What I love most about this project is how customizable it is. You could use any fabric, any color scheme, any embellishments. The possibilities are endless, and they make such thoughtful, handmade gifts for housewarmings or holidays. I hope you enjoyed crafting along with me today. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you want more fun DIY projects like this one. And remember, I'll see you right back here, same crafty channel, same crafty time. Happy crafting!